nothing to lose. I discovered everything. And there, I danced with lightning. We were dreamers once. I said we were dreamers once. Before we had wings. Before we knew the sky. Before we learned how to soar. Let us swallow the light age. Rewrite her history. Move beyond the fabric of limitation, until our minds can dance with lightning. We were dreamers once. Our world is the art of our thinking, and when truth is held with the pain of thought, the canvas changes. The first step to going to the next level is to stop mentally living at this level. Your thinking must rise before the rest of you does. Success doesn't have a GPS defying you. Common people think they can do nothing, make no sacrifices, and success will just come fall in their lap. But success must be courted, pursued, and sought after every single day. You'll never get control of your life begging for something that you haven't earned. Others won't buy from you what you don't own. Most people don't get that. They copy and imitate successful people, but most successful people got that way by refusing to be anybody but themselves. Learn from the greats, but at the end of the day, be yourself. Cause what God put in you is enough. The thoughts in the womb of our mind long to be born. Any consistent thought held long enough will eventually find a way to manifest itself into physical form. We were dreamers once. I said we were dreamers once. Before we got our wings, before we knew the sky, before we learned how to soar, we were dreamers once. In order to remember who we are, we must first forget ourselves. With nothing to lose, I discovered everything. And there, I danced with lightning. Wisdom is to harness the power of the mind. It is the physical birth of an unseen spiritual desire. The wise man knows how to mobilize his thinking in such a way that it serves his and the world's best interests. With intentional thoughts, he persistently projects his vision onto the voids of life. On his behalf, the laws of the mind spring forth into actions that activate the science of circumstance, and eventually they will produce the outcomes that manifest the sought-after reality. The wise man is fully aware and awakened to his own creative potential. He knows that every one of his ambitions comes with an equivalent magnetism to attract it. Therefore, he imagines the good that could be until it is. We were dreamers once. I said we were dreamers once. Words without awareness are impotent. Saying positive affirmations without acknowledging the equivalent identity that go with them will only produce nothingness. You must know who you are, the power you have, and the authority that you've been given before you send your words out into the universe. You must know who you are. Then, and only then, will they manifest your desired outcome. I am the source. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. God lives in me. Therefore I am whole, and I bring that wholeness into every situation. It is written, we destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ. True vision has nothing to do with imagining anything. It has to do with seeing past the illusions to the point of only acknowledging the truth. Where you place your mind in the midst of struggle will determine your outcome. With nothing to lose, I discovered everything. And there, I danced with lightning. We were dreamers once. I said we were dreamers once. As a snake must shed his skin to live, we must shed our religious dogmas to walk in the true power of God. For our gospel came not unto you in word only, but also in power. But the hour is coming, and now here, when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such people to worship Him. God is spirit, and those who worship must worship in spirit and truth. And He said to them, to you has been given the secret of the kingdom of God. But for those outside, everything is in parables. We were dreamers once. I said we were dreamers once. Real revolutions are not ushered in by the voting box. They're not ushered in by rioting and war. They are ushered in with the power of the mind. Greatness is self-awareness in action. Success is the art of flight. Your mind, the wings. Every thought has an altitude. It is time to soar. In this life, one shall struggle, and that struggle shall lead the individual down the path to discovery. The struggle isn't something that we should run from, but rather something we should embrace with both arms. Trials and tribulations are but mere loyal, loving friends that give to us the gift of all gifts, self-awareness. And during these dark, difficult times, we will discover who we truly are. Personal transformation requires a constant examination of the mental programming and belief systems that have been accepted from the world. We must closely question, scrutinize, and dissemble each and every thought, making sure that our thinking will give birth to the type of life that we desire. We were dreamers once.